Yeah, pacey type and likes the track. It's only been out of a place once it's never been out of a place on the track. Been out of a place once in 4 starts over the trip, 1100 metres, and bouncing off a winner's favourite at Gawler last time out.
Runners are at the start here. Race 12, the 5th division of the 1 to 4 wins, non-penalty time graded special event. 388 the journey. Subjective Boomer at 350. The U-Bet fixed favourite, Mr. Dagwood at $4. $4, Why Not Live? Race number 12. They are about to be placed in. Runners moving forward. Last few coming up here. Subjective Boomer, Pistolier, Trademark Bella. We're just about right. This is race 12. They're in, signal on, ready to go. Best of luck, putters. This is the last of the day here at Angle Park Greyhounds. They're ready to race, and they're on their way. Very good speed. Mr. Dagwood straight to the front by 2 early over Smoking Gem. 3 away, Why Not Live? Saw the Trademark Bella and Pistolier out the back, but Mr. Dagwood out by 3 to Smoking Gem. 5 away, Why Not Live? And then came Trademark Bella straightening. Mr. Dagwood had the lead. Smoking Gem runs on. Mr. Dagwood in front hangs on. Mr. Dagwood beats Smoking Gem. Then Why Not Live from Trademark Bella. Next is Ruthless Lawler from Subjective Boomer. And Pistolier is back at the tail end. The time is 22 and 50.
And the numbers, 3, 5, 1 and 8 to wrap up the day. 3, 10 and 250, Mr. Dagwood. Smoking Gem at 390. There's no third. Big thanks to Brenton for his coverage this afternoon here from Angle Park. 6th event at Gawler, now 60 seconds away, and they're making their way to the start point still. Patch Hero is the fixed odds favourite at $2.60. Brass likes Punch on Journey number 4. It's on the third line, David, 5.
Yeah, Punch on Journey 550 to 460, but the better money's been for the 7, our prospect, for Sweeney and Lindop. 550 into 420. Patch Hero has been even money at the 270, but some of these horses today have been drifting and still getting up, so don't be deterred by the drifts, maybe, if you like the 1.
Punch on Journey goes well, track and distance, and showing plenty of promise through 7 career starts.
Yeah, good honest type. It's banked to check in 4 of those 7 starts, but most particularly on this circuit. Richard Jolly trains it at Morphettville, but every time it ventures over to the Gawler circuit, it seems to hit top gear and run a butte race. 2 starts ago, there it is, third behind Via Balciano, a very nice horse for Lloyd Kennewell. It's won 2 out of 3, so form out of that race stacks up a treat. And of course, since then, Punch on Journey banked to check with a win at Gawler about 3 weeks ago, so she'd be nice and fresh today. Very hard to beat. Hardest to beat, I thought maybe St. Steph will throw her in as second pick fresh. She does have a good fresh record too.
Here's Terry for the 6th.
And they're ready now, race 6. Soon have the light here. There it is, racing. And our prospect began well from the inside. Punch and Journey was away quickly as well. Patch Hero, the favourite, was third, and with it the Philip Stokes pair, St. Steph and Scarlet Fox, but it's our prospect in front, probably the best back in the race. Leads from Punch and Journey second, Patch Hero next with Scarlet Fox and St. Steph as they work towards the 700 metre mark. Our prospect has been in front from the word go, and Lindop really running it to suit herself here. Our prospect in front from Punch and Journey, St. Steph going up deeper, Scarlet Fox back on the inside, and Patch Hero jammed up in the centre, turning for home. 400 metres left to travel. Our prospect turns first, leading from Punch and Journey. Patch Hero gets out now for Crowther if it's good enough. Scarlet Fox runs up behind the leader, and then St. Steph. It's our prospect in front, leads Punch and Journey. Patch Hero wider. It's still our prospect from Patch Hero, Scarlet Fox. Our prospect in front, Patch Hero the outside, making a late dive. Reckon it got there. Patch Hero from our prospect, then Scarlet Fox, Punch and Journey and St. Steph. So Patch Hero never really thought it was going to get to our prospect, but it has, clearly. Patch Hero number 1, Kayla Crowther for Wayne Francis and Glenn Kent.
With a gear at Tinker or two today. Second up, pays 210 and 140. Just gets our prospect at 230. Scarlet Fox, no third divvy. 4 should be fourth. Couple of races to come from Gawler. We're starting the quaddy at Bendigo, other side of this.
Seven. What's so special about seven? There are 7 days of the week, 7 wonders of the world, 7 continents, 7 seas, 7 virtues, 7 deadly sins, the magnificent 7, secret 7, 7 brides for 7 brothers, 7 years bad luck, 7 colours of the rainbow, 7 dwarfs, the 7-year itch, 7th heaven, and now a fully transferable 7-year warranty on every new Holden. But hurry, offer ends soon. Lucky 7, lucky you. Be a Holden dealer today.
Fifth event at the Bendigo Greys kickstarts the quaddy. 45 seconds to get on here, and the fixed odds favourite, Dave, is number 2.
It's it's been backed, Marto, but Chinese Whisper and Max Intention, both the 9 and the 7, have been better supported each way, mate.
And Chinese Whisper, one of those, number 7's the one that Ronnie likes. 7, 5, 1 and 2 are his suggestions. Let's join him.
Okay, righto, Marto. Race number 5 coming up here. It's firstly the quaddy Grace, still at the kennelling area. It's not that far from the kennels to the boxes here. Race 5, and shouldn't be too long before they appear and make their way to the 660 metre starting point for the 5th on the card. And in this race here, we see that number 2, that's Wins a Prize, is $3.10 on the fixed odds. Wins a Prize. 310 fixed, 440 number 4 Casanova. Okay, so they're about to head out now. Boxes, so it shouldn't take them too long. About 460 fixed number 4 Casanova, 460 number 5 Foxy Whip, and 750 on the fixed odds number 7 Chinese Whisper. Right at the start, so 310 the fixed odds favourite Wins a Prize, agreed by Chinatown Lad. Okay, arriving at the start now, 660 metres, first leg of our quaddy here today. About to get set. Greyhound racing this evening at Cranbourne and also Ballarat, two very good venues. Of course, we're back to Sandown tomorrow night, the scene of the fabulous night last Friday night for the Melbourne Cup and all the big features there. And another good night of racing in store for Sandown tomorrow night. Set to go, already. Set video, race 5, 660 metres, set, racing now, slow to move out there, Mondasher going away quickly there, Casanova, it takes the lead, settling over, Wins a Prize, moving up and around the outside is Max Intention, and dropping out a clear last there is Bottle of Plug as they race down the back there, and shooting clear in the lead is Casanova, 5 lengths in front, Wins a Prize, about 4 further back was Foxy Whip, going up on the inside there, Chinese Whisper, and they were followed by Max Intention, and back at the tail, Mondasher, and also Bottle of Plug here as they come up to the turn. Casanova the leader with a big break. It's shot clear. Casanova way out in front. It must be a dozen lengths clear. Bottle of Plug has come from the tail up to second, but it's Casanova an easy winner by 10 in the run home. Bottle of Plug second, third is Max Intention, followed by Foxy Whip, and then came Chinese Whisper. Back in the race there, Mondasher, and at the tail Wins a Prize. Time around 38.31.
Casanova makes an absolute mess of them and pays 550 and 380. Bottle of Plonk second at 450. Max Intention no third divvy. 4 in a race of its own, beating 1 and 9. Looks like the 5 on side. The 9 has run for 4th and the quaddy gets underway. Dominant win to Casanova. Third event at Richmond is 45 seconds away, and favourite here, Dave, is Holly's Comet number 2. It's at 175 fixed, 180 tote.
Yeah, it's been 165 out to 175. In fact, a lot of these have drifted, Marto. There has been some late cash around for the 5 though. Broken Flipper, 16 into 14 and 15.
Fifth event at Wyong, best bet all day, Genito, number 5, Tom.
Yeah, I thought so. A couple of trials. She's back from holidays, and she's been placed 3 or 5 first up from a spell, but Ripper Barrier trial winner at Kembla recently. If she races up to that trial, I think she'll get the cash. Top pick for me will go 5, 1, 2 and 4. The one horse has trialled well too, difficult to get.
Well, Genito's been 225 at the 270 after being 340 into that 225 price. Bit of late money around for 1 at odds here. Firstly, Cosmic Cameo has been supported, and also Run Sally Run for Josh Adams has been 21 to 17.
Just under 3 away. Let's get to Richmond.
Okay, race number 3 here. These runners are being loaded. First starter, Holly's Comet, is the odds-on favourite here. Is currently at 175. In they go. Rusty Appeal, Holly's Comet are in there. Broken Flipper, Bewley Betty, Lever Rock, Fire Image, Little Shirl, Biddican Road, Green Light, and we're ready to jump. Race 3, set. Racing, Rusty Appeal fairly away, Holly's Comet midfield away and squeezed up soon after the start, but gets an inside run now. Rusty Appeal over Lever Rock, Holly's Comet works to third and tracking these leaders. Biddican Road, Fire Image were next, then Little Shell, Beulah Betty. Last one is Broken Flipper down the side, Holly's Comet railed through, dashed away over Lever Rock, Rusty Appeal, then Biddican Road, but Holly's Comet, the favourite's going to salute first up. Holly's Comet over Rusty Appeal, Lever Rock third, fourth, either Little Shell or Biddican Road. Broken Flipper made late ground, and then Fire Image and Beulah Betty at the rear.
Behind Holly's Comet at 180, 104, Rusty Appeal and Lever Rock Phil the Miners 320 and 210 respectively. I think the 4s run 4th. Yeah, just. So 2, 1, 8 and 4 to be confirmed, that 4th number. It looks that way. There's the confirmation we need. 5th event at Wyong. On a 7-race card, here's the Kenrick Law over the 1,000 metres, and Genito on track. Went up at 235, struck 270, back to 260, back to 270. Fairly quiet away from it. Just best back would be difficult to get. $3.80 into $3.50. Fanning gets out $1 to $5. It's the only other one in single figures.
Yeah, it's an interesting betting race, and we've seen it all day today at Wyong, where horses backed earlier just drifting late in the market. Genito 340 to 225, back to 280. Late money around for Grammar School. Another Paul Perry runner, 16 into $14. There's been a bit of late money around for Run Sally Run, which has been 18 into 16. Difficult to get was 4 into 320, back to 340. And they're now drifting a lot of these other runs. Fanning has been a big drift to 380 out to 5, but the drifters have been winning today, so Fanning probably wins with a leg in the air. But, yeah, Genito, 225 out to 2.8, but Brass makes it his best.
Hasn't won first up before, but it's been competitive, Tone.
It's been very competitive, and as I said, I haven't seen a better trial for quite a few weeks in the way it's steamed up to score at Kembla recently, so I'll be surprised if she doesn't run a mighty race here going on that performance. So, yeah, we've got her on top. Blake Shin, having won an earlier race, of course. She's drawn the 1. She'll have to sort of negotiate a little bit of traffic. You won't see her up on the speed straight away. But Shinny, he's our man there. We saw him do that in the first. He came from nowhere to win.
For the Koenig Law handicap, here's Darren Flindell.
And Genito, drawn the inside, is the favourite. Is getting out a little bit now. 280 is the latest price. Difficult to get. Has been in and out, but 340 is the latest quote. Fanning third pick at $5. So a few chances being taken with Genito. In the final stages of loading here for the 5th, the Koenig Law handicap. Now Kamehameha coming up. Run Sally Run and difficult to get will be the last to move in. So 2 out of line now. Run Sally Run goes forward for Josh Adams. And difficult to get, presuming. Has a very good record here at the distance of 1,000 metres, and particularly enjoys the firmer tracks as well. So we're all set. Ready now for race 5. And they're off and racing. The favourite Genito missed the start off the inside and settles down last, and Art's Got a Gun won the starter. From Run Sally Run and difficult to get goes forward into a 3-wide position and third. Then Cosmic Cameo, Fanning ridden off the speed, followed by Kamehameha. Genito's getting underneath it, and Grammar School is the last one. Art's Got a Gun and Run Sally Run, the joint leaders, and difficult to get is just being restrained behind the 2 leaders for cover, and in the gun position travelling to the turn. 2 off the Fanning from Cosmic Cameo. Genito's back on the inside, coming off the fence now. Genito looking for clear running and starting to pick up. On the turn, Art's Got a Gun and Run Sally runs laying out on the corner. Difficult to get, gets to the outside. Fanning bumped into it, and now Sally run hits the lead. Fanning difficult to get, and Genito down the outside. Fanning takes, but Fanning good acceleration today, and Fanning goes on to win it from difficult to get second. Photo third, Art's got a gun, and Genito, who got very wide out on the track. Then Cosmic Cameo from Run Sally Run, Grammar School, and Kamehameha was the last to finish.
Fanning wins, and under Corey Brown pays $4.80 and $1.70. Maybe the one for second ahead of the 6 and the 5. If you had to have a go, you'd go 2, 1, 6 and 5. Fanning, I should say, tongue tie applied first time, does the job and makes a 2 from 2 track and trip.
Yeah, well, it helped her settle because she's been a fierce going sort of horse there generally, and that little bit of a gear change, it's made all the difference. But our selection, I thought she was just going to go whoosh her in the straight. She's on the wrong leg there. She just couldn't get any wider, but that was a different horse to the barrier trial, I assure you.
It's wound up in 4th spot, Genito, so 2, 1, 6 and 5 confirmed. Difficult to get, pays $1.50 and $2.40 for Art's Got a Gun. 5 down, 2 to come at Wyong. 7th event at Sandown is 7 minutes away. It is our next, and it's over the 1,000 metres. And the 13's the favourite. Club Tropicana for Craig Williams at $4. Call Me Handsome on the second line at $4.80, $5.50 for Sang Joy Bao. And break, we'll hear from Tony and his thoughts on the 7th after this.
On race 6. Roger, talk to me. What's the speed, man? Got it.
He's back for specials.
If you can boost his winning, go live.
Race starting.
Streaming live.
Giddy up premium form, daily super pick specials and live race stream. Think of the people who need your support. Gamble responsibly.
Take a new look at innovation with AEG and Harvey Norman. Using a combination of steam and hot air to enhance flavors, aromas and textures in your food, the new AEG Master Series oven range. Slow cook, bake and grill with advanced humidity sensors adjusting temperature and moisture, while sous vide functions help lock in nutrients, freshness and flavor. Add a new AEG induction cooktop that wirelessly controls the range hood, providing powerful extraction only when you need it. The new AEG Master Series, available now at Harvey Norman.
We conducted a mystery tyre test.
Really?
Wow. Better always. Kumo Tyre.
Kia Cerato S has just been awarded Australia's best small car under $35,000, and from 19,990 Drive Away was judged Australia's best.
7. What's so special about 7? There are 7 days of the week, 7 wonders of the world, 7 continents, 7 seas, 7 virtues, 7 deadly sins, the magnificent 7, secret 7, 7 brides for 7 brothers, 7 years bad luck, 7 colours of the rainbow, 7 dwarfs, heaven, and now a fully transferable 7-year warranty on every new Holden. But hurry, offer ends soon. Lucky 7, lucky you. See your Holden dealer today.
I love gingerbread at Christmas with my own. But this year at Coles, gingerbread is all about this little fella. Not just because it's delicious, but because 20 cents from every purchase of this Coles gingerbread man is donated to Red Kite to provide essential care and support for kids with cancer and their families. And at Coles, we're proud to support them. Coles, Red Kite, and this little fella. What better reason to love Christmas at Coles?
The Breed Shapers. Capitalist. Not a single dash. Piero. Sebring. Schnitzel. Mitten Tycoon. And the Life Changers.
Rachel, leads all the way.
This is absolutely outstanding. Atlantic Fuel by 5.
She's racing royalty, this mare. The grandstand shaking.
changes, all sold at the Gold Coast Yearling Sale.
Tropicana is the favourite for race number 7 at Sandown. 3 away, it's at $4. Most interesting runner here, Brass, is Call Me Handsome.
Certainly is. He's back from honkers. This horse hasn't had a run for a year and a half, thank you. But his last run there, he is third behind Pakistan Star in a Griffin race after having won his very first start in Sha Tin. Hong Kong, of course, but Pakistan Star, one of the best horses in Hong Kong. He has beaten less than 2 lengths by him. So I'll take the punt that he's done enough work here, and he goes to the top of the list. Very intriguing race. Usually fantastic spectacles, the 1,000-metre races at Sandown. When they have a very healthy field, they just charge into that dog leg, and you've got horses all over the place. The leaders don't always win. Sometimes they go Burko up front, things jump out of the ground. This horse will probably position sort of midfield, I suppose. He is nice and fresh. He mightn't be too far off the speed. But I've got him on top, marginally ahead. Strategic Spinner's going extra well with a very nice first up win at Ballarat. Very flashy type. It'll be up on the speed straight away, I'd say. Nice draw there. Third slot, we've got Club Tropicana. Pretty good win there. Second up from a spell at sale. Dictated terms. It was entitled to do so. It was sent out a very short price favourite. And fourth pick, Sing Choi Bao. Always hard to beat Sing Choi Bao. Second at Pakenham recently, sitting off the speed. Seemingly had its chance, I'd have to say. Strike rate's only 2 out of 25. It's not the sort of horse I generally go for to put on top. I think might just go for this very interesting runner, Call Me Handsome, with a 50% win rate.
Well, Call Me Handsome's another one that's drifted, so it's probably going to get the chocolates, because a lot of these horses today have drifted. The only place where the money's been spot on has been Adelaide or Gawler. Or the marketplace has been spot on. 380 out to 550 now for Call Me Handsome. Sang Choi Bao has been $8 into $4, back to $5.50, back into $5. No money at all for Club Tropicana, $3.40 out to $4.20 at odds. Some money around for the 3, Marto. It's been $10 into $7.50.
Manolo Blahnik, which has been gelded since we last saw it, and is Dean Lessers on topper. 3, 8, 13 and 1, suggests Dean. And it's attracting interest on track as well, Manolo Blahnik. It's 8 out to 9, back into $8. Money at odds for Angry G, number 1, $16 into $12. And Kakanui, number 4, for young Freddie Kersley, $21 into $15. Just before we head to Sandown, the racing community certainly great at getting behind people in need, and the Lismore Turf Club Secretary-Manager, of course, Scott Jones, and his family certainly could do with our help at the moment. Less than a week after that gas explosion resulted in Scott suffering burns to 45% of his body. He faces 8 weeks rehab in hospital in Brisbane in very good care there, and numerous surgeries ahead. There's a GoFundMe page that's been set up to raise some much needed funds for Scott and his family. Best way you can find the web address is to just Google Jones Family Support. Just Google Jones Family Support and it will come straight up. Now let's get behind Scott Jones. A very nasty incident there at Lismore, and we wish Scott and his family all the best for the hard road ahead. Let's get to Sandown. Here's Matty for race 7.
Thanks, Marto. They're just starting to move up here for the running of race number 7, United Petroleum Handicap. Manolo Blahnik, the first one forward. Snappy Esprit goes in. So the favourite way is Club Tropicana at 4.2 on the official prices. Sang Choi Bao $5.50 into $5. Call Me Handsome, intriguing horse, $4.60 out to $6. Manolo Blahnik $9 to 7.5. Jane, thank you. What an intriguing horse this is. Call Me Handsome, formerly raced in Hong Kong as they move up. Getting set, Strategic Spin about to be called up riderless over there. First few are in the stalls. Sang Choi Bao comes up. Lucky Prospector with the standard race plates today about to come along. Believing milling around with Scapari, Club Tropicana, Call Me Handsome and Carlingford. So there's about 5 to get set over there at the 1,000 metres. Got a couple of 1,000 metre scampers here on the hillside track on Saturday as well. A couple of excellent contests with 9 races here on Saturday, the first at 12.55. Of course, Moonee Valley race Friday night as well, so a couple of metropolitan meetings over the weekend. Some rain expected by Friday night in Melbourne. Port Fairy Cup Day tomorrow at Warrnambool. So good luck to the club there. They race on a good 4 rail true penetrometer 5.30 if you're doing your form for Warrnambool tomorrow. Now Call Me Handsome mills around with also out behind the stalls Lucky Prospector with Ryan Maloney in the saddle. Lucky of Angry G just momentarily out of the saddle in the gates there, Steph Thornton. Tropicana milling around as well. Sing Choi Bao 5.50 into $5, 5.50 on the tote, but $5 VOP. Call Me Handsome got out to 6. We've taken that back into 5.50 with bookies. The favourite Club Tropicana at 4.2. That's comparable to the tote price. Now Call Me Handsome coming forwards. Scapari about to come along, and that might just about be it. The red lights have been activated. Clark of the course just round the front at the moment. But we're pretty close to the running of the United Petroleum Handicap Race 7. So Scapari will be the last one forwards. The 14 here, Ben Thompson. Strategic Spin standing patiently. Call Me Handsome is quite edgy in the middle, attended with that horse. Scapari's in now, set to go, 1,000 metres. And they're racing. Sang Choi Bao away cleanly. Carlingford out quickly with Snappy Esprit. The outside Club Tropicana's about 5th or 6th with Angry G, and they were followed next by Scapari, who's drifting back now, passed by Lucky Prospector, Karkanui, and also Turak Cowboy with Manolo Blahnik the inside. Sang Choi Bao gets back to 4th last now. Strategic Spin second last, Believing last on the turn. Call Me Handsome the inside lead, Snappy Esprit behind them, Turak Cowboy, Manolo Blahnik closer to the inside, Carlingford down the outside from Karkanui, tucked in behind those from Sang Choi Bao, Club Tropicana right down the outskirts is running on now, and they were followed by Scapari. It's Call Me Handsome, Manolo Blahnik with Club Tropicana at the 200 metres. Club Tropicana moves up on the outside, and Manolo Blahnik. They're stride for stride. Manolo Blahnik kicking strongly from Club Tropicana. They're going to go to the line. Club Tropicana gets its nose. Handsome, Scapari for 4, followed by Believing, then Turak Cowboy, next Karkanui, Carlingford, Sang Choi Bao, Strategic Spin, and well back was Snappy Esprit, who got tied with Angry G, and the last one to finish was Lucky Prospector.
Club Tropicana over the top of Manolo Blahnik, late and pace 4.30 and 1.90 under Craig Williams, 2.80 for the runner-up, 2.20 for Call Me Handsome. Nice Australian debut. 13, 3 and 8. Club Tropicana goes back-to-back with wins.
Yeah, good tough win, wasn't it? Showed a different aspect to the previous victory when it dictated terms and did the job as a short price favourite, beating a field of 4, thank you, but rolled some very tidy gallopers there, showing plenty of character. A mare by Smart Missile.
13, 3 and 8 to race number 7 of 8 at Sandown this afternoon. 4th event at Richmond. They're behind the boxes, David. Anything we need to know about here? Very short price favourite.
130 to 115. Only want mum, so Thrill Seekers, Winks odds.
Let's get to Phil.
Okay, 4th event here, and these runners are being loaded away. This is the first of the 535 metre events. Only Want Mum is the dominant favourite here. He's run fast times at Gosford, Maitland, the Gardens, Wentworth Park. Hasn't won at all of those tracks, but itself will get back early. Only Want Mum, but is very powerful. It's won 3 out of 10 career starts. First start here over the 535, but track and distance look to suit her down to the ground. Last of them going in. Green lights on. Ready to jump in the 4th. Favourite drawn the outside. Only Want Mum, they're set. Racing, Only Want Mum last away. Fast out, Stilton Stitch is going to lead Summer Gun, Bark a lot. Only Want Mum charging over from the outside, gets to 4th early and gets around the first turn safely. Evil Master back on the inside. A gap back to Bad Boy Mexican. Schwa inside Swipe Maid. Down the back, Stilton Stitch in front. Only Want Mum 5 lengths away, closing rapidly. 6 away, Evil Master, Bark a lot, and then came Summer Gun and Bad Boy Mexican. To the bend, Stilton Stitch in front. Here comes Only Want Mum. Stilton Stitch grabbed by Only Want Mum, and Only Want Mum does too well. Beats Stilton Stitch, Evil Master, Bark a lot. Summer Gun, Bad Boy Mexican. Schwa last inside Swipe Maid.
8, 1, 6 and 5. Don't want it again probably if you took the $1.10, but it runs over the top of Stilton Stitch and wins by about a half. 4 for second as well, and 2.10 for Evil Master. 8, 1, 6 and 5 will be the numbers there in 30 and 84. 7th event at the Gold Coast is over the 1,400 metres. Divine Unicorn is the hot favourite here. There it is with the clerk of the course, lining up at start 3, Tone.
Yeah, only 3 runs and quite a sizable steed. Plenty of eminent, a nice horse, also going places at the moment. So a bit hard to go past, I'd say, second up from a spell. Only previous run there he was scoring at, where was it, Gold Coast? Ipswich. Won his maiden at Ipswich around about 5 or 6 months ago. Hard to roll. Top horse is second pick, Takaraka, good honest type, very flashy. It was just on screen there. It won't be hard to, or will be hard to miss in the run. With a nice claim there, I wouldn't totally dismiss it from the chances. And then we'll go Captain H and Heart's Honour. But again, a case of a race, it tends to have a core group of 2 or 3 chances, and then the others are simply making up numbers.
They're backing the toppy late here, $3.90 to $3.10. Divine Unicorn has been $1.15 out to $1.75. Gee, there's been some crazy fluctuations today, and we've seen a lot of these horses that have bottomed out early in the market drift back out to, I guess, a backable price, or probably their real price, and they've been getting the job done. So don't be deterred by the drift on Divine Unicorn, because it's been happening all day. As now I speak, into $3, the 1. So anyway, let's head to Josh.
Favourite Divine Unicorn, good money for Takaraka to beat him though. QOP 380 down to 310. Takaraka, Divine Unicorn 180 out from 145. So Fred looking for 5 on Divine Unicorn. Red lights on, stand by for race 7. We're right to go. Gates open, racing, and Divine Unicorn anticipated the start perfectly. The favourites in front from Captain H and Takaraka. Heart's Honour's handy, albeit out very wide. Fusey Fox is 1 horse away from the rails as Captain H drifts back to second last. A length and a half to Prince Morpheus last, about 3 to 4 lengths off the speed. So Heart's Honour on the outside of the stablemate Takaraka goes clear from that runner now. Next to inside Divine Unicorn. So the favourite back to 3rd and 4th, and Fusey Fox on the outside. A length and a half to Captain H, and last of all is Prince Morpheus on the outside, 5 lengths off the speed. So Heart's Honour's in front from Takaraka. Fusey Fox a length and a half away 3rd. Next over on the inside, Divine Unicorn, the favourite 4th, about 4 lengths off the speed. A length and a half to Prince Morpheus on the outside of Captain H at the back of the field of the 550. So Heart's Honour just in front, had about a head to show here from the stablemate Takaraka. Divine Unicorn 3rd, is getting away from the inside. Frad peels out 3 wide, even deeper Fusey Fox, and the final couple upon straightening for home of Prince Morpheus and Captain H at the 350. Heart's Honour, Takaraka still the first couple. Divine Unicorn has been called upon now, moves up on the outside of Takaraka. They pair down to find out clear from Heart's Honour. On the outside, Divine Unicorn's in front from Takaraka. Laying in, Divine Unicorn is just in front, and Divine Unicorn gives Robbie Fradd his 5th winner of the day. Divine Unicorn narrowly defeats Takaraka. Heart's Honour ran 3rd, about 4 lengths away, followed by Captain H and Prince Morpheus, and Fusey Fox the last one to greet the judge and take him out. Robbie Fradd, a great day. That's win number 5.
From just 7 races, latest pays $1.50 and 120. Just wanted to lay in on Takaraka. Halfway down the straight, runner-up pays $1.60. Is no 3rd for Heart's Honour. 2, 1 and 7. I think 5 prominent for 4th. Divine Unicorn gets the job done and makes it 2 from 3.
That he does. An import. He's an English foaled horse, but yeah, he certainly adapted well to our scheme of things, and still a few rough edges, obviously. Maybe a protest. I wouldn't say that it would be upheld, but if you back the second horse, just keep your ticket, because the winner, or the one first past the post, certainly did hang in. We've got our head on now. So the favourite and first past the post is in the red. And Takaraka, the flashy horse with the blaze, he did roll out a little bit from here on in, though. You'll see the horse with the red colours tend to duck in a little bit, and he didn't really contact the other horse, so forget about what I just said.
Yeah, he might be pretty safe, with Divine Unicorn. 2, 1 and 7 across the line to race number 7. 2 to come at the Gold Coast. A break ahead of the 7th at Gawler.
with the new Check and Collect feature on your Tab app. You can now check your ticket and collect the winnings anytime, anywhere. Gotta love a public display of betting affection. Tab, we love a bet.
7. What's so special about 7? There are 7 days of the week, 7 wonders of the world, 7 continents, 7 seas, 7 virtues, 7 deadly sins, the magnificent 7, secret 7, 7 brides for 7 brothers, 7 years bad luck, 7 colours of the rainbow, 7 dwarfs, the 7-year itch, 7th heaven, and now a fully transferable 7-year warranty on every new Holden. But hurry, offer ends soon. Lucky 7, lucky you. See your Holden dealer today.
The Audi sales event is now on, with reductions equal to the GST across a wide range of new Audi models. Go on, you deserve it.
If you love a bet, then we bet you'll love this. We've got a $600,000 projected quaddy pool at Ascot Saturday. So play.com.au or at your local. Tab, we love a bet.
Friday, the country showcase heats up on Sky Thoroughbred Central. See country racing's best go head-to-head in Mudgee for record prize money. The country showcase. Friday, live on Sky Thoroughbred Central.
Seventh event at Gawler sees Barge and Charge ahead of the stablemate in the markets at $3 and $5.50. Trendsetters the other. Barge and Charge for Victor Wong and Tony Brassel.
Yeah, around here, okay, he'll punch forward. Style of racing tends to lend itself to this circuit. A lot of these, basically every runner, finding it hard to crack it for a win. You've got to go back 3 runs to find any wins of luck. And I think that might have been her only victory, actually.
Yeah, it was, Brassel.
Yeah, 16 starts, 1 win. So they're not the winningest bunch, but that ability to punch forward, and Victor Wong does racehorse as well, up on the speed. He's a very adept young apprentice. I'm inclined to make it top pick. 2, 3, 4 and 6 our numbers.
Money forward, 370 to 290 for Barge and Charge. Trendsetter's probably been best back late. It's 650 to 5.
Here's Terry for the Kingsford Hotel, benchmark 60.
The South Australian Apprentice School on Monday night. Well done to the young Irish lass. Now, Undoubtable's about to come up. Henry the Dolphin still out in Burnray. Paul Gatt riding Burnray. Todd Pannell not riding today. Only had the 2 rides. Now, Henry the Dolphin, the benchmark 60 handicap, 2,100 metres. So Henry's gone up, and that'll leave Burnray. For a start here, race 7. So Burnray walks in. Favourite gate 6, Barge and Charge for Victor Wong. Should soon get the light here. There it is. And they're racing, and Barge and Charge began okay. Just wanted to duck in shortly after the start and collided with Discern. Trendsetter was showing some speed with Artemisia, and going forward Henry the Dolphin as well. So let's sort them out at the judge with a round to go. It's Artemisia the fence, Barge and Charge in the centre, and Henry the Dolphin deeper. Then Dancing Journey. Trendsetter was next on the inside. Now there goes Undoubtable whipping around the outside. It's going to take up the front here for Lindop. It's been cut loose around the outside. Discern was 3rd last, and the last pair, Burnrow and Figurehead. So Undoubtable, it's run to the lead at the 1,600 metre mark and leads by 3/4. Barge and Charge has actually still got the inside. Henry the Dolphin 3rd. Artemisia was on the outside of Trendsetter. 2 last pair, Figurehead and Burnrow. Now 1,200 metres left to travel, leading from Barge and Charge On the inside, racing third, then Henry the Dolphin. Trendsetters on the inside of Dancing Journey. Discern third last from Figurehead, and Burnray whipped them in with about 9 lengths covering them as Barge and Charge goes up to Eyeball Undoubtable once again here, and they stride together. Barge and Charge might even just have its nose in front of Undoubtable. Artemisia third, Henry the Dolphin fourth, Trendsetter next from Dancing Journey. Then Discern, Figurehead and Burnray still last. Well, these two are going a long way from home. Undoubtable on the inside, Barge and Charge the outer, and they've raced away that pair. They lead by 3 or 4 to Henry the Dolphin. Discern starting a run, Artemisia being next from Burnray, then Trendsetter, which is getting shuffled back here by a tiring Artemisia, and Figurehead back with it, turning for home. The leaders had to come back to them, and out wide Discern went up to Barge and Charge. Dancing Journey still right there as they run down to the 200 metre mark, where it's Discern and Dancing Journey together. They lead Barge and Charge, then Trendsetter, Discern and Dancing Journey, Discern, Dancing Journey, Trendsetter late to the inside, Dancing Journey in front. Dancing Journey beats Discern. Now third's either Barge and Charge or Trendsetter, which might have been stiff. Henry the Dolphin, then Burnray, Artemisia, Undoubtable. It folded up and back with it, Figurehead.
Dancing Journey home for Raquel Clark, pays $5.60 and $1.60. 7 gets second, which is Discern, and it's at $2.30. Now, looking at that, 2's very prominent for third, Barge and Charge. 1's up there with it, and there's another one, Henry the Dolphin, not far away. Leave it as 3, 7 and a photo. Safest way to sit in Dancing Journey. That one that had only won the 1 of 18 now makes it 2 wins in the last 34 days.
Yeah, at least she's got the winning feeling, and she pulled out plenty to defy a couple of serious challenges there. Trendsetter was motoring up there late in proceedings, but yeah, she's a mare in form again, but they did take a long time to get up that home straight, I thought.
Did they? What? 3 beats 7, sweating on third, perhaps the 2 ahead of the 1 and the 5, but the judge will confirm it shortly. 7th event at Bendigo, rejoining the action with Ronnie, and very open affair this day. Look at that for a market. Only one of them outside of single figures.
They've backed the 6 here, though, Marto. $9 to 4.8, so very good cash for it.
Yeah, Ronnie leaves that one out of the mix. He goes 3, 7, 2 and 5 with his suggestions as we take it to him.
Desperado Boy for the Berry Kennel by Lochinvar Marlow. 480 number 6 Spring Saviour. A Spring Gun for the Waitman Kennel, who prepared the previous winner, and that was She's Wicked. 6 Spring Saviour. 550 fixed, 650 number 8, which is Deadly Pace. So, arriving in the boxes now, race number 7 on the card. Thirdly, the quaddie. To be live in the Bendigo quaddie, you need the numbers 4 and 7. 4 and 7, and at the start here for the 7th on the card. Starting signal about to move in. About to move in now, race 7, about to be boxed. 440 the field here, 3 Tamil Lass and 5 Desperado Boy. Joint favourites on the fixed odds as they prepare to move in race 7. Getting set now, it's a wide open affair. 440 the field, fixed odds, 3 Tamil Lass and 5 Desperado Boy. So they prepare to move in here, getting set. 550 number 6 Spring Saviour. Moving in race 7, we're back here Friday in the Twilight Zone. Coming in now. Green light, ready to go. All in. Set. Racing, and very slow to begin there would have been all in Boston, going away quickly to Tamil Lass to the inside. It shot through to take the lead, sadly down over Spring Saviour. Getting up on the inside there came Desperado Boy, got a Pratt, the leader got away. They were followed then by Deadly Pace. Next on the outside is Bletchley, and well back there Tempest Future, and all in Boston in the straight. Tamil Lass is clear. Spring Saviour trying hard. Tamil Lass will go all the way and win it. Second will go to Spring Saviour. Third on the outside, Bletchley made some ground from Desperado Boy. Mr. Perfect next to then all in Boston, followed by Deadly Pace and Tempest Fugitive. Time for the race around 24.26.
3.62. 5 should be fourth behind Tamil Lass at $4.80 and $1.60. 1.30 and 2.20 for the Miners. As you saw on screen, there is a protest second against first after the running of race number 7 at the Gold Coast. Across the line 2, 1, 7 and 5. They're in the stewards room there, and the alleged interference in the home straight there. But we did see the head on here. There didn't look to be any contact, but leave that one to the stewards. Protest second against first at the Gold Coast. Last 200 metres is in fact where the interference allegedly took place. Fifth event at Richmond starts the quaddie. We're bang on start time, Dave. Favour off the inside, Splitting Image.
Yeah, it's been good money for Splitting Image, but there's also been good money around for the 7 here, Marto. 330 to 290.
Brass likes Wollongara to continue on its winning way in the race to follow. Race number 6 at Wyong. 4, 5, 1 and 7. His suggestions to Richmond.
Event here, and these runners are being loaded away. There's only 3 runners in the market. Splitting Image currently at $2. $2.90 for Mandrake Maze, won 2 out of 2. And Charm Magic is a $4.80 chance of last start winner here. So in they go. 5th event, kicking off the quaddie in this. Last couple loaded away, green light goes on. And we're ready to jump race 5. Set. Racing. Splitting Image only fairly away. Charm Magic away nicely. Splitting Image trying to rail underneath them, but May on the outside. Splitting Image gets to 3rd. Now 2nd goes past Charm Magic. And then Warm Hearts, followed by Carver Blade. A long way back, Brooklyn Blue, Teardrop Angel, Fiery Lomar to the bend, and it's Mandrake May over Splitting Image. Mandrake May, Splitting Image coming at it late. Charm Magic over the top of Mandrake May and Splitting Image, who came together in the straight. Then Carver Blade, Warm Hearts, Brooklyn Blue, Teardrop Angel, Fiery Lomar and Carver Blade.
And Charm Magic over the top of the Blade. 440 and 160 and beats. Close for 2nd and 3rd. Maybe the 7 ahead of the 1, but it's close. 4 and a photo soap. Way to sit between the 7 and the 1 and the 7. All right, 6th event at Wyong. You like Wollongara Brass. 1-3 straight is import.
Yes, form around it pretty good and looks okay. I've seen it on screen. Looks nice and fit, which you'd expect. Competitive race here. Tempo could be the critical factor. Coy's would lead, I'd imagine. Wollongara on top. Mo Queen, eye-catching effort last time. Has to be a major chance too. 3rd slot, Coy's and San Francisco. 3 starts never placed around this circuit, but I'd have to say it was okay at Canterbury the other night behind Tumultuous.
2 horses they back late here. Beijing Board, which has been $9.50 to $5.50, and San Francisco 41 to 16. Money around for Coy's as well, but nothing like that there is around for Beijing Board.
Wollongara very easy with you. It's gone 280 out to 440 on track.
Which means it's probably a moral with what we've seen today. So even money. How about this, mate? $3 into even money it was this morning. One of the best backed runners today, if not in this race. And now it's gone even money in the last 6 hours out to now $5.
It's friendless on track as well. Coy's 420 into 380 is the on-track favourite. And those 2 that Dave mentioned, Beijing Board 850 into $6 and San Francisco 31 into $18. To Wyong and to Darren for the 6th.
Marto, this is quite incredible, the betting drift about Wollongara for this race. Earlier today, it was around a $2.20 favourite. The tab have just gone up $5 this. $5 Wollongara, who was an outright favourite this morning. San Francisco goes in. The likely leader of the race, Coy's, is the post-time favourite at $3.70. There's been good backing for Godolphin in front of Beijing Board. Beijing Board down to $5.50. So it's about to move up along with Smooth Whiskey, who'll be ridden a bit quieter today. And Coy's moving over behind the gates. Josh Parr looking for a double. So Beijing Board, one of the best back runners. Red Viking's been well supported. Mo Queen, a bit of a drifter. Been some specking for Looking at You, who was a winner 3rd up previous preparation. Coy's goes in. So we're all set now. Ready for race 6. Gates open now. They're off and racing. Beijing Board immediately snagged back towards the San Francisco. Smooth Whiskey have all jumped well, and Coy's is staying right out towards the outside fence, but Parr looks as though he wants to take the lead on this. Back midfield is Wollongara from Red Viking. Around Lama Hilton, and Beijing Board has found the running rails last. They turn out of the straighter, and Coy's continues to press on, and Parr's going to get the front as expected. And Coy's draws 2, 3 lengths in front of Smooth Whiskey, is just left in 2nd spot. Looking at You's got a handy spot in 3rd, followed by San Francisco on the outside of Red Viking. Further back to Wollongara, a half length further back to Beijing Board. Second last is Lama Hilton, and McQueen is the last one, and about 12 lengths off the leader, which is Coy's, is certainly certainly running them along as he likes to do, and he's the best part of 5-6 in front now to Smooth Whiskey, who's being restrained. It doesn't want to chase this tearaway leader. 3 off then to Looking at You. San Francisco punching the breeze the outside as Coys goes further in front down the back. Wollongara tracks up with cover. It's been a massive drifter in the betting, Wollongara. Just behind it then is Red Viking on the inside, given a squeeze further back to Lama Hilton. Beijing Board and 2 off to McQueen. Well, Coys, come on you Spurs, at least by 10 lengths down the side of the track. They've got 750 to run. Smooth Whiskey in second. San Francisco's being shoved along in third. Then Looking at You, Wollongara is being revved up, trying to pick up ground. Coys is 6 lengths clear, approaching the home turn from Smooth, giving chase to the leader, who is starting to come back to the field. Then Looking at You, San Francisco, Wollongara, and further back to McQueen. Coys comes to the final bend, 3 lengths in front of Smooth Whiskey. Looking at You, San Francisco, and Wollongara 6 off. It's Coys swinging in front. Smooth Whiskey's got it in its sight now, and Smooth Whiskey draws alongside Coys. They're clear from San Francisco, Wollongara, but Smooth Whiskey, the patient ride, and Smooth Whiskey ran down a game. Coys, boy, he gave you a great sight if you're on him. San Francisco, Looking at You, McQueen, ground. Red Viking didn't pick up today, and Lama Hilton was last in.
3 for the day for the Waller camp, and Smooth 760 and 240 at Mo's down Coys at 190, and San Francisco finishes third at $5.10. Wollongara Brass beaten out of a place.
Well, it really did test the middle of every pursuer, didn't it? Coys have got away to usually do. Tough as teak sort of horse, and certainly gave a huge sight, but yeah, it was ridden with a fair amount of aplomb, I'd have to say there. Karen McAvoy and Smooth Whiskey, 50 metres by Schnitzel, but certainly showed plenty of tenacity there over the middle distance.
It's now only 1-2 races from 18 career starts, and both of it's winning. All right, first of 7 at Northam is over the 2,200 metres, Dave, and number 2, Vintrusive, is the favourite.
Yeah, give it strength, Marno. 230 out to 250, Vintrusive. Lone Sailor second elect at 420. Bit of money around for Law Major. 8 into 750, but Vintrusive goes pretty good.
Dave Sheehan calling the action. 3, 2, 4 and 1 are his tips. The other side of it is the 8th event from Sandown, the last year value bet of the day, Tom.
Yeah, I thought the long straight there had suited. Rosser, it'll get back in the field, but quite an encouraging effort with the first up fourth. And yeah, certainly a light weight there, 54.5 kilos. It's in receipt of more around about 7 kilos over the top weight. Have that second pick, Life on the Wire. We'll go.
Who's best tried there at Sandown?
Best tried at Sandown, Marno. The 9, which is Brass's selection. Almarosa, 950 into 750. Also some money for 6 to 12.
Have a good look at on-track figures for you after Northam. Let's take it over to Dave for the first.
On the program, 2,200 metres. Thanks, Marto, as we're joined there by Sky One. So we're not too far away from a start. First of 7 this afternoon. 2,200, the opening event of the card. Now Law Major comes up for Peter Nucky. Light on. Vintrusive drawn the inside gate. They're set to run. Only a small field of 6 engaged here. They're away and racing in the opening event. Vintrusive came out okay on the inside. There's no speed early. Boutique, nothing really keen to lead at all. And they're walking as they come down to the winning post for the first time. Vintrusive's on the inside. Law Major at a canter goes up on the outside. Boutique is third. They were followed by Lone Sailor. Then What Are the Chances? And dropping back is Nashville Cat to the tail of the field. Well, it's been a while since I've seen them go that slow. And Law Major goes up for Peter Nucky and takes the lead here. Vintrusive off the inside. The big fellow for Chris Parnamy. Second, then a further 1.5 to Boutique. Lone Sailor through on the inside for Jared Noski. A further 2 lengths back in the field. And What Are the Chances? He's second last, and Nashville Cat is at the tail of the field as they go over towards the 1,600 up the hill here, and out in front of Law Major, just bowling along at his own leisure. He shows the way with no pace on. Leads by a length. Vintrusive is off the fence there, running second. No change in the pattern. Then came Boutique. Lone Sailor through on the inside. What Are the Chances? And Neck away on the inside. The Nashville Nashville Cat for Young Castle at the tail of the field. Well, going over towards the back straight now with 1,400 metres left to travel here, and out in front and just doing it at his own leisure as Law Major shows the way here. By that 3/4 of a length, Intrusive on the outside, then came Lone Sailor still down on the inside third, and head back to Boutique fourth on the outside. They passed the 1,000. One of the chances is back there second last, and a further one to Nashville Cat, who's at the tail. Well, Law Major, Nucky's been able to dictate this affair in front, and he goes for a sprint now. Shows out by 3/4 at the 800. Over on the outside is Intrusive. Then came over on the outside, still third is Boutique. Then Lone Sailor fourth on the inside. One of the chances has been their second last, and Nashville Cat is last of all. Well, inside the final 600, and they should run this fairly quickly, I'd say, from here. And it's Law Major out in front, shows the way from Intrusive on the outside, still second. A further 1.5 to Boutique. Lone Sailor looking to get into the clear. Nashville Cat coming through on the inside. Then what are the chances? Inside the final 250 and Intrusive. Chris Parnham goes up on the outside. Nashville Cat through on the inside, then Lone Sailor. Law Major and Boutique's out wider on the track. Intrusive just in front from Nashville Cat. It's on the outside, Intrusive and Nashville Cat. Intrusive in front, and Intrusive does it. Wins it by a neck on the line from Nashville Cat. Tight third, Boutique. Lone Sailor. They were followed by Law Major, and what are the chances last?
Intrusive, not a lot up the sleeve, but gets the better of Nashville Cat just at $2 and $1.30. $2 for the runner-up. Now for third, 4's the one on the outside. It'll probably get it ahead of the 3. Looks like 2, 1, 4 and 3. Pretty probable there to race number 1 at Northern. We'll confirm it on screen shortly for you. 8th and last from Sandown. Brass's best at value today is Alma's Rosser number 9, and it's nibbled too. $8 into $7.50 in on-track operations. Life on the wire. The Tasmanian on the top of the charts. 3 out to $3.70. Hector Pascal hasn't budged. And then 8 out to $9.50, back to 9 from Paris with Love. Other little nibbles around, but that's got the chief ones covered off.
Yeah, good move here for Sensational Alley from the McArdle stable, Marto. It's been $21 earlier today into an $11 price, and they were keen to take the $13 a couple of minutes ago. So a big watch here on horse 3. It's going to be the market mover in the last.
Alma's Rosser, the one that you like, Brass, presents his second up. I know second up last preparation was very competitive at Fleming.
It was a great little template for a race like this. And, the other day at Ararat certainly wasn't suited around that just a halo. Just took a bit of time to balance up, but once it did, the race was all over. It was never really going to win the race from the bend. So transfer that to this lovely big stretch here at Sandown. I think it should be very hard to beat. It's top pick. Second slot, we've got the top one, Life on the Wire, up from Tassie. Couple of wins so far this prep. On pace runner, you'll get a great sight there. A little claim there with, a good claim. Boris Thornton claiming 3 kilos. So that certainly offsets the weight. Does look in good shape too with those Brunton colours, the green and white. Third pick, we've got Hector Pascal. Went up quite nicely for a placing last time out at Geelong. It's been in the money the past couple of runs. Should get a nice park off the speed. A bit of an awkward draw. I'm not too sure where it'll get to. It's wide out there from the gates. And from Paris with Love, I thought we'd try for a 4th selection with a third at sale last time behind Gorteng Gal. It was up there handy, sent our favourite, had its chance, I'd have to say.
More money for Sensational Alley here, so good market move. $21 into $10, but more importantly, in the last 4 minutes, 13 into 10.
Dean Lesser likes Hector Pascal. 6, 1, 9 and 10 are Dean's suggestions as we head to Sandown for the final time today to Matty Hill.
Last event on the program, and we've got one to get set, and that is Nina Peak, Damien Oliver. Furyk on the weekend in the Winter Bottom Stakes in Perth. Ladbrokes handicap to wrap up proceedings here today. On the tote, 390 Life on the Wire, 570 Hector Pascal, 720 from Paris with Love, 730 Alma's Rosser. Field is locked away. Nina Peak completes the line. They're ready and they're racing. Pretty good line as well from Paris with Love. Began beautifully. Straight to the lead from Sensation Alley Classic Diva. Pushing up as well was Sabi just behind those horses, followed by Hector Pascal, and then came Rising Hope on the fence, settling down into stride, and just preceding those horses now Young Hostess. So they settle Sensation
Sensationally is the leader by 3/4 of a length. The Life on the Wire, 2 lengths from Paris. 2 lengths to Hector Pascal, followed by Young Hostess and Elmer's Rosser. Well back in the field in the initial stages, Adelita Nina Peak, and then came Dreams of Paris on the inside, and at the end of the field is Rising Hope. Sensationally the front runner with 750 metres to go, by a length and a quarter. Life on the Wire from Paris with Love. Third on the outside of Wasabi, a length and a half Classic Diva. Then came Hector Pascal, Young Hostess and Elmer's Rosser from Nina Peak. Well back is Adelita Hope down the dip at the 400. Sensationally kicks for home. 2 lengths in front of Life on the Wire on the outside, followed by From Paris with Love, Wasabi, Adelita, Classic Diva and Hector Pascal. Sensationally at the 200 metres, joined by Life on the Wire. The Tassie Dasher goes to the front. Life on the Wire takes the lead from Sensationally and Hector Pascal, and it is Life on the Wire. Life on the Wire successful. Second, Sensationally, I'd say, from Elmer's Rosser, Hector Pascal, followed by Classic Diva, Rising Hope from Paris with Love. Well back Nina Peak, Adelita, and they were followed by Dreams of Paris, Young Hostess and Wasabi at the end.
Life on the Wire and Boris Thornton wrap up Sandown with a win at $432 from Sensation Alley at $330, and Alma's Rosser from well back in the field, home for third at $230 ahead of Hector Pascal, number 6. How often do we see the Tasmanian form hold up in Melbourne?
Well, they know the right horses to bring across the Bruntons. They've been doing it for the past decade or so, and certainly Life on the Wire, high-class mare. She was placed in the Tasmanian Guineas all about this time last year. And, yeah, she's certainly got a bit of class. She was a little bit too strong for the other one. Sensational Alley, well backed, ran a very cheeky race.
And your top pick there made up many lengths, Alma's Rosser.
Effort, wasn't it?
Wraps up Sandown. Big thanks to Matty Hill for his coverage there. Quick break ahead of Phil's call of the 6th at Richmond.
7. What's so special about 7? There are 7 days of the week, 7 wonders of the world, 7 continents, 7 seas, 7 virtues, 7 deadly sins, the magnificent 7, secret 7, 7 brides for 7 brothers, 7 years bad luck, 7 colours of the rainbow, 7 dwarfs, the 7-year itch, 7th heaven, and now a fully transferable 7-year warranty on every new Holden. But hurry, offer ends soon. Lucky 7, lucky you. See your Holden dealer today.
Cosmic Zester off a last start win. It's the favourite at $2, Dave, for race number 6 at Richmond. Phil goes 7 to beat it, though, 7-8-4-2.
Yeah, no, there's been good money around here at Richmond for the 7, which you mentioned, 440 into 3.9. There's also been that money for Cosmic Zester, 210 to even money.
8th at the Gold Coast to follow Tone. Second last, Wild Ava. First start for Matty Dunn, ex-Mark Connors. It's a special for you.
Thought so. It's banked to check in all 3 first up runs in the past. Out of a trial, ran second in the trial at the Gold Coast. Near the lead all the way. Could have won. It was just throttled down the last 100 metres. So he gets the nod. We'll go 6, 1, 3 and 4. Hardest to beat, Tornado of Souls.
Yeah, 350 into 220 Wild Ava. So the cash is on now, 215. So 350 to 215, the 6 at the coast.
And they're at the start there. Richmond first with Phil.
Being loaded away. Mal's Selection goes up. Cape Bella, Cosmic Adonis, Cosmic Zester, Despicable Blake, and She's a Slingshot with She's a Marble. Second line comes up. $2 Cosmic Zester, $3.90 now Cosmic Adonis. She's a Slingshot at $5.50. She's a Marble at $6.50. Green light's on. Ready to jump race 6. All set. Ready. Racing. Cosmic Adonis began beautifully and will charge to the lead early over She's a Marble, Cape Bella. On the outside, Cosmic Zester makes ground, will get up to second. And then Mal's Selection, Despicable Blake, and She's a Slingshot at the rear. Down the back, Cosmic Adonis in front, but Cosmic Zester is only 2 lengths away and closing. 5 lengths away, Cape Bella, then She's a Marble, She's a Slingshot. Mal's Selection, a mile back, Despicable Blake off the back. Cosmic Zester ran to the lead over Cosmic Adonis. In third spot, Cape Bella, then She's a Marble, but Cosmic Zester coming away. Cosmic Zester wins. Getting off for second right on the line, She's a Marble just ahead of Cosmic Adonis, Cape Bella, She's a Slingshot. And then came further back, Mal's Selection, and the last one in, Despicable Blake.
Cosmic Zester, Fave salutes and does it with ease. $2 and $1.80, $2.90 for She's a Marble. Cosmic Adonis, no third divvy, and 5 will be fourth bet. Halfway point of the Richmond quaddie reached. 8th event at the Gold Coast, about 80 seconds away. Wild Ava, Brassel Special, chart top at 2.35. Number 1, Tornado of Souls on the second line at 4.30. 6.50 for number 5, which is Round Mountain Gem, and $9 for number 3, Man in Charge. The man in charge today at the Gold Coast is Robbie Frudd. He's had 5 already, and he's on the fave here.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure what his record is, but surely 6 would have to be right up there. Of course, he's ridden all around the world, but $3.50 into $2.20 Wild Ava. The bookies keep going $2.15 to $2.20, then they went out to $2.25, and within a couple of seconds it was bang back into $2.20. So it has been supported. Man in Charge has been 7 to 10, back into $8.50. Street's better for the guys, Brian and Daniel. It's $8.50 to $12, back to $9 for Jackson Morris.
There's Wild Ava, Brass. You were taken by its trial and was scratched from a race last week.
Okay, yeah, well, I didn't realise that, but it's usually a little bit of a lead if you see a horse scratch from somewhere and they're presented fairly shortly afterwards. But, yeah, just purely on what I've seen, the trial suggests that she's adapted very quickly to the Queensland scheme of things, and Matthew Dunn, excellent at getting horses ready fresh. So, no surprise to see her presented as favourite here.
Here's Josh.
And we haven't had a drop here at the Gold Coast Racecourse, or if we have, it's only been very, very light. Now, Man in Charge about to go forward and loaded and ready. A massive attack will complete the line. So 5 to 4 chance for Robbie Frudd to notch up win number 6 for the day. On board Wild Ava, 2.50 into 2.25, a well-supported favourite ahead of Tornado of Souls. Now, massive attack goes up, and we're right for race number 8. So favourite Wild Ava, red light on, right to go. Racing now, and Wild Ava came out third. Down on the inside, Round Mountain Gem and Street's better the first couple. Tornado Souls goes up to make a line of 3. Massive Attack a length and a half away fourth, and Wild Ava drifting back to fifth, and sixth is Man in Charge. Seventh and second last is Mr. Attitude, and loaded and ready 3 lengths away last of all. So Tornado Souls down the Ashmore roadside, led by 3/4 to Street's better. 2.5 lengths away third. Over on the inside is Round Mountain Gem. Massive Attack is fourth, a length and a half to Wild Ava. She's fifth over on the inside, about 6 lengths off this leader. And neck back to Man in Charge. Mr. Attitude struggling about 5 lengths away, second last. Having everything, including the kitchen sink, thrown to Nick last of all is loaded and ready. Heads are turned for home, and Street's better has gone to the front now from Tornado Souls. Wild Ava's still got about 5 lengths to make up, with just up in front of it is Round Mountain Gem. So out wide, Street's better's just in front for Tornado of Souls. Wild Ava and Round Mountain Gem coming through as well. Out wide, Street's better. Wild Ava and Round Mountain Gem. Wild Ava and Round Mountain Gem. Wild Ava, Round Mountain Gem. Maybe Wild Ava knows to Round Mountain Gem. Could be 6 for Frad here. Third, Tornado Souls, I reckon. Fourth is either Mr. Attitude or Man in Charge, followed by Massive Attack, loaded and ready. And the last one to greet the judge was Street's better.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to win on the inside, Wild Ava. You certainly favour her from Round Mountain Gem. Ooh, not as confident as I was. By golly, that is really, really close. And Round Mountain Gem on the outside, you'd probably favour it looking at that angle. Boy, it's really close. 5 on the outside's had a real late dive at Wild Ava, and 1 will be third and 3's run fourth. What do you reckon, Brass? Outside now, looking at that?
Maybe a centimetre to that horse on the outside, or a dead heat. I'm not sure if Wild Ava's in the hunt.
It's really, really close.
I hope so, but
5 and 6 have hit it locked together. Sweating on the result there to race number 8 at the Gold Coast. Tornado of Souls pays $1.30 for clocking in for third.
Rolls out a few.
All right, race number 8 at Gawler. That's next 4 minutes away. Now let's keep an ear out here on Josh. Really, really close. Still no result. I originally thought Wild Ava, but looking at that replay, Round Mountain Gem's not hopeless on the outside. It's a dead heat. They can't split them. 5 and 6 are dead heat. It's official. It's a dead heat between the 5 and the 6.
We'll cop that.
So there you go. Robbie Fradd's got 5.5 wins for the day.
With a good chance in that last race too.
8 down, 1 to come at the Gold Coast. We're off to a break ahead of the 8th at Gawler.
don't feel like work boots. Oliver gives you superior protection, comfort, and the chance to win the ultimate footy experience in a corporate box for you and 10 mates. Simply visit oliver.com.au and upload a photo of your work boots to be in the draw. Oliver, love your feet more.
Let's have a look at your tips. Number 6 on top, pretty fast. So I just think she can find that right spot. She'll be outside the leader. She's in terrific form, so I think it's a safe way to play the first. Fiji in massive danger. The other on-pace runner, I think they can fight it out. I'm with Sedanza. I'm with the early money horse here. I just love that trial. I love the form. I think she's wound right up to this. The one slow burn, obvious danger on pace. Hard to beat. I like Lord Kingsley each way. Laurie Ray's got this horse flying this prep. He's probably the best value bet for me.
An extra, Monday to Saturday.
So after that dead heat of the Gold Coast, we move to Gawler to wrap up the meeting here. Race number 8 is 2 minutes 20 away. Class 1 over the 1,200 metres. Lucky Wick's the favourite at $2. Silent Ice at $4.80. Flying Pan at $6.50. And then You and Mine is at $7.50. With the front bar plates coming off for the first time, off no trial regimes.
Yes, well, there is a pattern in the past of this horse winning first up without having had a trial, and it was over this course and distance. So there's not a lot I can be too sure about, quite frankly, but just in view of that, I might take the punt and put it on top here in a